Welcome back, friends. December 16th is the historic anniversary of the Boston Tea Party, and truly an anniversary for all Americans. So what connects Kentucky to the Boston Tea Party anniversary and annual reenactment in Boston? Well, here to tell us more, we have Josiah George and Bruce Richardson. Gentlemen, we appreciate you being here. Bruce from not too far away.
Just down the road.
Yeah. Josiah, you're coming in from Boston, so
Yes,
we appreciate you being here and excited about this collaboration we want to get into. But Josiah, first, if you can kind of give us an overview of what your group does there in Boston to celebrate this Americana.
Certainly, Doug. We celebrate every single day, in fact, in the height of the summer, every 15 minutes at the Boston Tea Party Ships and Museum. But we do something a little extraordinary in December. We hook up with Old South Meeting House, which is just a small jaunt down the road, for a co-production to produce a grand-scale reenactment of the Boston Tea Party.
Wow.
It took place on December 16th of 1773.
My goodness. Well, and you're out there doing this every day. You've been out there for quite some time, but you've got strong Kentucky ties, too.
Certainly, yeah. Class of 2000.
That's awesome. And I know reenactors, they want this as authentic as possible in every way.
They do.
And Bruce, that's where your group comes in. Tell me a little bit about your company and what you're supplying to these gentlemen.
Well, I'm Elmwood Inn Fine Teas, based in Danville for 25 years. And before they even poured the concrete for the Museum of Boston dedicated to the interpretation of the Boston Tea Party, they contacted me to make sure that historically correct, all the tea being tossed into Boston Harbor, the story of the tea was all true to what the facts were in 1773. All the tea came from China.
Wow.
It was both green and black teas, but it all came from China.
Okay, so we're talking about some serious history, research, making sure that you have this right. How confident are you that we're as close as we can be to that original tea that was tossed?
Well,
so many years
I've
ago?
been back to King George III's Kew Palace. I've seen his tea things. I've studied all the tea from all over London at the time. It all came from the East India Company, and the only place that was shipping tea out of Asia was China. So it all had to come from there. And I'll be back in Asia next week lecturing on the very tea that was tossed into Boston Harbor.
My goodness. Okay, what a fantastic collaboration, though. Two historians sitting right here that work hard every day to make sure that you're getting it right for all of us. So, tremendous opportunity. I love the fact that you guys even designed the containers.
Well, it's quite a story. We provide all the tea for the Boston Tea Party Ships Museum gift shops, and also, as Josiah knows, every day in Abigail's Tea Room, there's an opportunity to sample the teas that were tossed into Boston Harbor.
Wow.
And we provide all those teas as well, and the stories that go along with them.
My goodness. Josiah, as a historian, as a reenactor, it's got to feel good knowing you've got this kind of backup in terms of the research going into the tea.
The response from our visitors when they hear and see that you can sample the 5 teas thrown over is just extraordinary. It's truly a unique experience.
Wow. Well, when we found out about this Kentucky connection, we wanted to bring you guys together. And again, we really appreciate the journey. We want to send some folks back out on that journey to see you and participate in this.
Come on out.
But the 16th is going to be a huge day for you, right?
Yeah, a little more than a week to go here. We have the colonial reenactors of all over New England, as well as our staff. They're preparing right now. We loaded our tea chests the other day with real East India Company tea. They donate about 300 pounds.
Okay.
So preparations are in order.
Ready to go, ready to be revolutionary once again.
Indeed.
Wonderful.
Well, and Kentucky made a donation to that as well. Over 100 pounds of used tea from across Kentucky and southern Ohio was brought into our shop. And we gave everyone who participated a certificate that says, my tea was thrown into Boston Harbor. And since you've given us some tea today, we're going to give you, for Good Day Kentucky, it says, my tea was thrown into Boston Harbor on December 16th, 1773.
I love it. Bruce, thank you so much. This is going to find a place of honor here in the studio. I love that. Now we're a part of this enterprise as well. Guys, can't thank you enough for what you're doing, for preserving history, for the education component of it all. What's the best way, Josiah, for people to learn more about your group for perhaps that future vacation plan?
I would say come to Boston. We are in one of the top 10 things to do in Boston. Our numbers are growing each year in terms of the attendance and the awareness. It's just a great great way to learn history in an engaging manner, which is what we do every day.
Fantastic. And Bruce, for friends here in Kentucky that want to enjoy some of this tea with knowing that there's a lot of research and history behind it, what's the best way for folks to find out more about your group?
Well, anyone can come to our shop in Danville on 2nd Street, downtown Danville, or go to elmwoodinn.com to learn more about what we do. But this is a great adventure to come to Boston. I was part of it last year, and 2 years ago I gave the opening speech at Old South Meeting House in the very pulpit where Adams and all of the patriots gathered in 1773. So it's a great opportunity to come and be a part of real history in Boston.
Not lost on a historian like yourself. I bet that was a big moment.
It was a very great moment for me.
Incredible. Guys, thanks so much. We're going to enjoy our tea as we head off to break. And cheers.
Cheers.
Here's to the Sons of Liberty, right?
Huzzah!
There you go. Back in just a minute, folks. Stick around.